there's no snow in Australia.
There is snow in Blue Mountain in Sydney.
Oh, really? Look at how thick the snow is. Right here.
You okay?
Hello travel buddies! We're heading to Queenstown by plane from Auckland. It's not often you see such things from air. We arrived at Queenstown Airport at 1:20 in the afternoon, set against the backdrop of magnificent snow-capped mountains. To thoroughly explore Queenstown, we rented a car from Avis, picked the car up from airport and drove to our Airbnb. Here's a quick tour of the house.
Oh, this is a kitchen. Barbecue machine. The upstairs. And,
After dropping off our luggage, we used the rest of the day and took a short drive around the town. We stopped at a small shop selling seafood, which we bought to cook later. This is the Queenstown Jetty, a perfect location for capturing stunning photographs. Regrettably, we couldn't find time to revisit it in the subsequent days. If I come back, I will certainly plan to fly a drone here. Good morning.
Queenstown has the population of less than 20,000 people. It's 1% of the population of Auckland. However, it attracts 3 million tourists each year. Why? Because it's adventure capital of the world. We're actually on the way to the Mount Cook. We're going to fly in the sky above Mount Cook. Now we're here in Clutha River. We stop by and have a rest. This is the lake Pukaki. It was formed by the ancient retreat of the glacier of the Southern Alps. It's absolutely stunning. The Lord of the Ring has been taken place in here, the movie scene. That's why, again, the beautiful movie is always set in the Mother Nature, not in front of the green screen.
We need to stop again. The scenery on the road to Mount Cook is simply breathtaking. Let's continue our journey on the road. After a 3.5-hour journey, we reach the starting point of the Hooker Valley track.
It's so unusual to see this white thing. There's no snow in Australia, so I really love this thing.
There is snow in Blue Mountain in Sydney.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I'm from South Australia, so there's absolutely no snow there.
Go to Sydney, Blue Mountain.
Blue Mountain, but not as white as this one and as widespread as this one?
You can ski.
Really? We have to go now because our helicopter session is due at 2:30 and it's already 20 to 2, so we don't have time to explore this trail. But I definitely will come back in the future if I have time, and it's really worth challenging ourselves.
Now it's time for our exciting yet somewhat intimidating adventure. Yin loves helicopters while I'm afraid of heights. Quite a perfect couple, huh?
We booked our flight at 2:30, and when we actually went to check in, they told us that the time has been postponed, that we have to go with the 3:30 flight because the 2:30 flight only has 3 of us and the 3:30 flight only has 1 person. So they actually combined 4 of us together, which is not ideal because we have to drive 3.5 hours back to Queenstown and we have to have dinner with our friend tonight. But you know, this is what it is and we can't do anything about it. But you know, remember next time you probably will have a similar thing happening to you. So if you want to arrange anything after the flight, don't do it. There's no cafe in this check-in center, so make sure you bring your own food. So I'm actually eating Chinese congee.
We plan to take a snow plane to the top of the mountain and then descend via helicopter. It's time to get on board! Wow, look at that view! If it weren't for this scenery, I wouldn't have gotten on this plane. We're about to land here. That's the helicopter we'll be taking next.
Look at how thick the snow is. Like that, almost all of my legs. We're literally in the middle of Mountain Cook. The Mountain Cook is the highest mountain in New Zealand. It's almost 4,000 meters and where we are at is 2,000 meters. So we can actually play snow here, but make sure to walk on the track because otherwise you might be buried in the snow. And it's so cold but so exciting. And look at the scene, it's just stunning. And not many opportunities for you to experience this. The Maori name for Mount Cook is El Rocky. So it means the cloud piercer or the mountain in the cloud because we can often see that the tip of the Mountain Cook is above the level of the cloud. What a beautiful name, isn't it? So the snow here is 1,000 years old. No, I'm joking. They're only 3 days old. But if you get deep down, 100 meters, 200 meters, 300 meters, you might get some snow a few hundred years old. Or deep down 1,000 meters, you might get very old snow and they never melt in here. The best place to taste them is right here. There's no flavor, but very, very fresh. And another best place is to taste them alongside the Tasman Glacier, which is the longest glacier around Mount Cook. We probably won't have time to go there, but that's another place to taste the snow and the glacier.
After half an hour, it's now time for us to board the helicopter for our return.
And notice that it doesn't matter how tall you are, when you are in the snow, you're hobbits.
One thing just happened. The pilot daringly tried to mimic the exhilarating sensation of skiing down Mount Cook with a bold maneuver of the helicopter, but I had to urgently stop him as I was about to throw up. I could see how disappointed the other passengers were, including Yin. I'm sorry, but I couldn't help it.
Absolutely terrified because this helicopter is flying all the time, turning. I feel a bit dizzy. So now we're landing, and thank goodness. On one hand, I really appreciate what I saw there, but on another, I really want to be landed. My ears are so painful.
By the time we drove back to Queenstown, night had already fallen. Good morning! Today we're going to ski!
44.
Yang is the adventure capital of the world. And one of the adventures here is to ski and to play snowboards. The remarkable snowfields is one of the most popular snowfields in Queenstown. It offers diverse terrains for all levels of skiers and snowboarders. For example, like me, the beginner of skiing, the snow season in Queenstown is from June to October. July and August are the peak months for the snow. So we're here now in August. I never touched a ski board before. I hope after this practice as a beginner that I can ski from the top of the slope down here. Let's see whether I can achieve this today. To reach our goal, we must master the fundamental skills. As I learn, I find myself also admiring the advanced skiers. They're so dashing and spirited. The first lesson we need to learn is how to fall safely. Yin at first didn't see the point in learning this. And you can see the awkward and risky situation he ended up in. It's quite easy to fracture an ankle or even both the tibia and the fibula trying to get up from that position. The staff had to intervene and help him remove the board to prevent any fractures.
哇，你真的是，你要学会绊脚才行。你要像我那样子，多绊一下，你就是绊少了。
不是。
Yeah, Yin is now learning the proper technique for falling safely. This is the beginner level 1 snow slope. We can both ski down it safely now. Now we can go to the beginner level 2 slope, which I wanted to conquer today. Yin made it. I didn't. I was not able to control my speed while skiing down and always ended up falling. Our friend's 16-year-old son, who is an advanced skier, had a GoPro with him, and this is what it captured while he was skiing. I don't know when I can achieve his level.
We're coming out of the snowfield. We learned how to ski, at least as a beginner. And when we come out, it starts to snow heavily. And I heard that if we go down to the Queenstown, it will become rain rather than snow. So altitude really matters. When we are driving down the mountain, we see mountain glow. It's like the snow-capped mountain has been covered with gold.
Our 2-day snow-themed adventure has come to an end. For our last 2 days in New Zealand, we're heading to the Milford Sound Fiord and a small but very popular town. I will see you there.